some of the environments you got to play at? I mean, compared to where you were playing at last year, how did it take any time to adjust to it?
Yeah, it definitely did. I mean, like pregame and stuff, all the antics and all that, it definitely did. But once the first snap goes, you're kind of just focused on what you got. So it's really no different in my opinion.
How do you think you've played individually, and like what are things you've been working on?
I feel like I've played pretty solid over the first 4 games. I mean, everybody's got stuff to work on. I didn't play perfect, obviously. I'd say specifically maybe some run game stuff. I feel like that's where I'm being used the most right now, so that's where I need to elevate my game the most just to help the team overall.
The run game has been a big point of emphasis the last couple of weeks. Do you see it getting better? Like, what are some of the things that are kind of holding it back?
I'm not sure about holding it back. I think it's just getting everybody on the same page. I think a lot of times whenever anytime it's just not going well for us in the run game, not everybody on the O-line and the tight ends are on the same page. So I think just getting us on the same page will improve everything drastically.
Coach Adkins mentioned how big the tight end room has been for just the team in general this year. How versatile have you guys been just in general this year and what you guys are able to do on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've been very versatile. I mean, just from the different people we have in the room, I mean, I feel like we can really do it all. We got guys like Jaheim who can go, I mean, just towards the pass game. I feel like I can kind of do both. We got Marqueson that can do both. I mean, we got a lot of versatility in the tight end room, and we've been, trying to implement as much as we can to be able to help all over the field with the tight ends.
With the rushing game, still trying to pick up a little bit. Do you guys feel like at the tight end you guys been doing a little bit more rushing than usual, or I guess how you guys feel about that?
I would say it's been maybe a little bit more rushing emphasis, just because that's where we struggled a little bit. So I feel like that's been the emphasis for the tight end. So like in indie drills and stuff, we've been doing a lot of run game stuff for sure.
Coach Norvell also talked about the importance of third downs and fourth downs, and like in those situations, like what do you think is the key to playing better in those situations?
I mean, I feel like we've been really good on fourth down. Third down, we struggled a little bit for sure. I think once again, it's getting everybody on the same page. A lot of times in third downs, it's people MAN and not every guy on the field on the same page. I feel like if we can get all as one, I mean, it's going to make a huge difference.
And then other teams are trying to control the ball and not let you guys get on offense. Does that create any kind of pressure or anything when you guys do get out there, or how does it affect you at all?
A little, because we're used, at practice and stuff, we're so used to high tempo, so it's kind of weird standing on the sideline and waiting to get the ball back. But I think we're starting to get used to it, and we're just going to have to, every time we're on the field, go out there and score points. Bottom line, I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
What's Nick O'Leary like? Is just a guy in your room?
He's a great guy. He brings a lot of lightheartedness to the room, and he helps a ton out there with us. And he just knows so much. So being able to have his knowledge and he just gives us little tips and stuff in our blocking game, in our passing game, stuff like that makes a huge difference. So he's been a super good addition to the tight end room.
When he came, were you real familiar with him as a player? Or did you have to go back and look at him?
Oh no, I definitely was. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Was he a guy that you knew just because you were? Well, you weren't a tight end at the time. You were probably more of a receiver.
Yeah, no, just a name I knew. I knew him from in the NFL as well, and I knew he was a huge name here at Florida State. So, just a very well-known guy in general. So I definitely knew who he was.
He had a huge game against Clemson up there.
He did
10 years ago.
He did.
Could you tell he was pretty excited?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he gave us a little pregame speech before that game, so it was good.
What was his message?
I don't know if I can get into all that, but it was just a good pump-up speech.
Yeah. What you mentioned the third downs and the missed assignments. Do you feel like it's pretty close? It's just like one little thing you're there kind of thing.
Yeah, it's really like one guy. It'll be one guy this play, one guy that play, and that's been the thing we've been really focused on, just making sure everybody gets a signal, everybody gets lined up in the right spot, and we have our assignment. That's something we've really been emphasizing. So I feel like if we get that, I mean, it's going to go a lot more smooth for us.
Is some of that just easier, like Clemson, the atmosphere, the crowd noise? Like here, it's maybe a little bit different for you guys just to get back in that rhythm?
Yeah, no, that definitely plays a factor, especially at Clemson. I mean, it was so loud in there. But at the end of the day, I mean, we still have to see the signal no matter where we're at, line up, and do our assignment. I mean, that's bottom line. That's what we got to do.